This is your host for Cooking with Tiffany and Tiffany's Community Spotlight at Home, Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Now, I realize this is only our 101st video, but I had mentioned that I was going to be cooking my way through my cookbook. For today's video, I'm not doing that. I'm kind of easing back in to, the recipes that I've curated. But we are going to be doing kind of a Greek Asian spin on simply sauteed English peas, and then we're just going to kind of pair it with fresh dill, red onion, some scallion, and a little serrano hot pepper. And kind of pair that with the eye roast, marinated eye roast that I did in the last video, along with, some baguette that I picked up at Parc. So sit back, relax, and we will be back. Now, before I forget, as always, thank you so much to the guys at Gianta's Prime Shop for my eye roast. We have several slices left over, so thanks for that. Everybody at Iovine Brothers Produce for all of my handy veggies. Whole Foods Market for my garlic, which I have marinating in some oil and some spices, along with those lovely English peas. And everybody at the Head Nut for my amazing spice selection. So the first thing that we are going to do is just go ahead and roast these pieces of garlic in our oven, which I currently have set to 375 degrees, and I'm just gonna cook the garlic in the oil for 10 minutes and let that do its thing. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and season our peas, slice everything up, and get that sauteing momentarily. So we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back. So we have gone ahead and sliced up our serrano hot peppers, our red onion, and the bottom portion of our scallions. What we're going to do now is season both the English peas and our veggies for our Dutch oven. So to get all of the spices that I'm using included when you're recreating this, we have our black peppercorn, red pepper flake, oregano, and Mediterranean marjoram. That covers our dried spices, and for our wet spices, we have a tablespoon in each bowl of Worcestershire sauce, hoisin, and soy, which in this case, this is the low sodium version. If you want no sodium soy sauce, I don't think that exists, because soy sauce is, salt for your dishes. So we have all of that, and we are just going to very simply stir all of this together. that we are going to do is take some of our dill and incorporate it into both dishes. The garlic will get added at the end of the cook, since it'll already be cooked in the oven. But that covers everything, so we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back. Now, I went ahead and checked on our roasted garlic that we have in the oven. It is not where I want it, so I'm sticking it back in for 10 minutes. In the meantime, we are going to get started with our saute. So in here, as mentioned before, is our red onion, our scallions, the serrano hot peppers, our dried spices, wet spices, and fresh dill. And we're just going to add all of this in here and just let everything, get started in the Dutch oven. We're going to cover this so that there's enough heat to cook everything and soften everything up before we go ahead and add in our English peas. In the meantime, we have our fresh green parts of the scallions and the dill ready to garnish everything, and that'll be that. But a little further information on my cookbook. So in I'd say November, or late November, early December of 2019, so 6 years ago, I decided to finally buckle down and write a foreword and then figure out what recipes I was going to include. It took time, and August of 2020, we were still in the middle of the pandemic, and I finished typing up all of the recipes, and that was that. Thank you so very, very much to everybody that edited my cookbook, made sure that everything was spelled correctly, that it flowed nice, and my amazing, amazing husband for, pushing me to get this done. It took a long time, but I'm finally revisiting my recipes, and I couldn't have done this without you. So there is that. But the selection of recipes I'm gonna go through with all of you are close to my heart. They are some of my favorites, and I genuinely hope you all enjoy them. I will be doing a small selection of appetizers, and then I'll just kind of go through certain chapters of my cookbook, and take you through everything from figuring out measurements to inviting people over. I hope everybody is able to support by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and if I get enough subscribers, then I can finally start the starter pack and actually get money so I can actually publish. said cookbook. So there's my 2 seconds. But we are just gonna go and check on, yep, our onions. Oh God, this smells so good. And we are just going to add in all of our peas. But we will be back in a few more minutes. Hi everybody, we are back, and look, our beautiful roasted garlic is finished. Now, the trick to knowing that they're done is when they literally fall off your knife. A paring knife or, something small and thin is the best way of checking it. And in this case, our oven was set at 375 degrees, and these garlic pieces roasted for 20 minutes. So, yay! Now, we are going to just let this cool off a little bit, and if you come over here, you'll see that our English peas are finished. Now, they are still a beautiful, vibrant shade of green. Our onions are perfectly caramelized. The serranos are looking good. And, God, all of this smells amazing. So what we are going to do is also go ahead and take our already cooked eye roast, and yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go and add them in with the peas and just kind of let this warm up. With the peas, you want to cover them, and if they're not, heated through or warmed in like the next 5 minutes, then we'll just, pan sear them low and slow until they are. So, because it's already cooked. You don't want to dry out your eye roast. Trust me, it's not good. But we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back, and check it out. We have our finished English peas with scallions and dill and our roasted pieces of garlic, all nice and ready to serve. Our heated Marinated Eye Roast from our 100th episode, and just a little bit of Parc's amazing French baguettes that they bake fresh daily. So, as always, thank you so much to everybody at Iovine Brothers Produce, Gianta's Prime Shop, the Head Nut, Whole Foods Market, and in this case, Parc Restaurant, which you can find over at 18th and Locust in Rittenhouse Square here in the lovely city of Philadelphia. But yeah, I am your host for Cooking with Tiffany. I'll see you all with a new episode, and it might just be from a cookbook. Bye!